Hello guys, it's Snow Aylin here, and we are here with the much requested 50 subs Q&A face cam. As you can see, here's my face. I have all your questions on my tablet right here, which I will be reading and answering aloud that way. And I think one of my dogs is hiding under the bed. It's very possible. I hear it. I think he's down there somewhere. Probably. He should probably pop up at any second. Pickers! Could be. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with all this. I know you guys are super excited. I'm super excited. But okay, the first couple questions. Actually, before I start this off, I do want to thank everybody who did post questions. I know like most of the questions are from one person each, but there's like 6 or 7 of you that actually commented some questions, and I really, really appreciate that. I really do. So, mwah, all you guys, awesome. And now, we're going to focus and we're going to answer questions. That's what we're here to do. Okay, so these first 6 questions are from Toxic Cookie. I think that's how it's pronounced. That's what it looks like. Question 1. What is your favorite Mega Evolution? Okay, it's a good question. Hard for me to say. I would actually, if I had to pick out of the ones that are already made right now, I would have to go with the Mega Ampharos. Because Mega Ampharos is like badass. It took out like 3 people by itself, you know, it can really stand its own. And who doesn't like the flowing white locks off of Ampharos? Granted, it's kind of weird, sort of, but if I had to pick, Mega Ampharos would be my favorite as of right now. So, there's that. Question number 2, what is your favorite legendary Pokemon? Also a very good question, because there's quite a few legendary Pokemon. I think I would have to go with probably Lugia, just because I always liked Lugia as a flying psychic. It's awesome. You can get it in gold and silver and crystal. I think crystal too. Right. Crystal, soul silver, heart gold, all those. I just always liked it. It was just been my favorite since like the beginning. So I'm gonna have to stick with my Lugia and go with that. So Lugia would happen to be my favorite legendary Pokemon. Okay, question 3. What is your favorite Pokemon game? I'd have to go with probably all the Johto stuff, because Johto's awesome. You know, Cyndaquil, Totodile, and Chikorita and all that. So I'd have to say my favorite Pokemon game would be Soul Silver. I played that a bunch of times, and I love it every time. My favorite part about it is being able to go from Johto back to Kanto and being able to do like 16 whole badges instead of just 8. And getting to do all that stuff. That's awesome to me. So I'm going to say Soul Silver is my favorite game. So, question 4. What was your first shiny? My first shiny was a Mankey. I remember because I was playing a game on my laptop. I was playing Fire Red, I believe. And I was just going through the grass, you know, trying to catch a Pokemon for like the first gym badge, you know. And I started off with Charmander, because I like Charmander. I usually always start off with Charmander. If I am playing, you know, Fire Red, Leaf Green, the old school games where you pick out of those 3, I usually pick a Charmander. So I was going in there trying to find a Pokemon that I was going to use for that, and I happened to run into a Mankey, and the Mankey was shiny, and I was really excited. That was the first time I actually just like completely found one, you know, just ran right into it without even knowing it was going to happen, you know, so it was awesome. So that was my first one. It was a Mankey. Question 5. What is your favorite type? My favorite type of Pokemon? Water Pokemon. Definitely. You can call me a Misty, you can call me whatever. But water Pokemon are my favorite. I am super obsessive about that. You know, I love Krabbies, I love Corsolas, I love tentacles and Staryus and Starmies and Corphish and, you know, Chinchou and Lantern, and I love pretty much every water Pokemon you can think of. Like, there's certain ones that kind of like, you annoy me a little bit, but that'd just be like, you know, a Magikarp or something like that. That's like, meh. But it does evolve into a Gyarados, and Gyarados is pretty cool. So, water would be my favorite Pokemon type. In love with water types. If you sat there and said, hey, I have this cool water type I want to give you, I would just be like, oh my god. It'd be the best day ever. You don't even know. Anyway, moving on from that. Are you a boy or are you a girl? Okay, Professor Oak, you need to calm down. Anyone needs to chill for a sec. And to answer that question, I am pretty sure I'm a girl. I'm gonna go with a girl. Kind of looks like it. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the girl. Sorry for all the questions. Oh, nope. I love all the questions. So thank you. There's no need to apologize for all the questions. I enjoy them. Okay, going on to the next person. This is for Benjamin7715. I think that's how it's going. Okay. First question is favorite food. It's so sad. It doesn't look like it, but I like food. Not all types of food, I guess, but I like the food that I like. And my favorite food would probably have to be like spaghetti or like chicken Alfredo. I love that so much. It's my favorite. I would not get tired of that. If somebody brought me over, you know, some of that, I would be so excited. And it'd be all over my face. No shame at all. Okay, why did you start YouTube? Well, I started it just because I felt like it was a way to be able to be creative, express myself, and show off the games I love with everybody else, and just have fun with it. And that's what I've been doing, and it's been great, and the support I've been getting lately is great. The sub count like skyrocketed in the past week. It was crazy, but that was the reason for it. You know, I just wanted to share what I like with everybody else and hope that they liked it too. And so far, so good. I think I'm doing something right. I hope. I don't know. Okay. Favorite video game other than Pokemon? Oh, that is a good question. I love a lot of different type of video games. So that's going to be really, really hard to narrow it down to something else. So I like a lot. So, I don't know how I can say that. Favorite video game other than Pokemon? Let's see. I don't know, that's really hard. I can't really sit there and pick a favorite from that. Like, I like playing, you know, a lot of RPG games. I usually like those the most because I like a good story. I like to sit there and connect with the characters and go through the journey with them, you know, and see what happens and all the crazy stuff. You know, like games like Final Fantasy. I like Eternal Sonata. I thought was a beautiful game. I might want to do that at some point because I thought it was just beautiful. The graphics, the story was touching, and it was amazing. So I like stuff like that. I do like other type of video games like, you know, Mortal Kombat. I like the fighting type games like that, you know, Super Smash Brothers, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, to name a few. Talon's my favorite Soul Calibur. You know, I always loved her double dagger action. Too quick for you? Too quick. But I like a lot of different types. You know, I love Sly Cooper. Obviously, I did a Sly Cooper Let's Play, and I promise I will be doing Sly 2 very, very soon. I'm almost thinking about maybe doing some, but then, well, it's just soon. I don't know. I can't really put a date on it exactly, but I know I'm going to continue it because I wanted to do all of it, and hopefully by the time we're getting near the end of it, the next game will be announced, and we can all get hyped for it. Throw a little mini party, a little Sly party. Who doesn't like Sly Cooper? It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out right now. It's on my channel. It's in the playlist. Okay. Favorite Pokemon type? I've already answered that. That's a water type Pokemon. Love them to death. I do. They're amazing. Goldeen. Those are cool. I love a lot of them. Vaporeon, etc., etc. Probably out of all the water Pokemon, I probably like all of them. Maybe not. Most of them at least. If anything, it might be like 2 or something that I just don't like. Just because of some other reason. But for the most part, this water type is my favorite Pokemon type. love water type Pokemon. They're awesome. Okay, let's see. If you could be any one Pokemon, what would it be? Um, hmm. You know what? Vulpix, definitely Vulpix. Vulpix is my mascot. Vulpix, I love Vulpix. I know it's not a water type Pokemon, but it is my favorite Pokemon. And I love it because they're cute. Cute little foxes and stuff. Everybody sits there and goes, oh, they're so cute. Until you piss them off, and then the flamethrowers are all in your face, and you're burnt to a crisp. So I love Vulpix. I would definitely be a Vulpix if I could be a Pokemon. It'd be Vulpix. If I had backup Pokemon to turn into, it'd probably be an Eevee, so I can hopefully, transform to pretty Vaporeon or Espeon or something like that. If I can pick a backup Pokemon to be, that would probably be it. But Vulpix, I'd definitely be a Vulpix. Okay, let's see. If you could change anything in the world, but only one thing, what would you change? I would probably change, if I could, the amount of resources we have in the world. So if I could make it to where, like, all our resources wouldn't run out, like water and important things like that, I think that would cause, like, a big chain reaction to where, like, we can share our resources with everybody and there'd be less drama and conflict over that. So that's what I would do if I could change the amount of resources we can have being supplied or made in the natural world. That's what I would change. Okay, next one's a gaming master. Okay, we got pudding or Twinkies. Pudding, definitely. I like the chocolate pudding, not gonna lie. Those snack packs, I like those. I like the double chocolate ones, that have the milk chocolate and then like the dark chocolate or something like that, or something like that. They're all mixed together, two different chocolates. That's my favorite kind. So definitely pudding. Then Doritos or Pringles. That's really hard because I like both. I like certain types of Pringles and certain types of Doritos. So it'd be really, really hard for me to pick out of those two. But if I had to, I guess I would say Doritos. But I really like both, so that's that. Okay, this one is from a good friend of mine. He's a Naku. First one is, what's your favorite food, or least favorite food? Sorry, not favorite, least favorite food. I would have to say sushi or anything like that, or fish in general, because fish are friends, not food. You guys are probably gonna hate me for that, but I don't like it, and I will not eat it. No fish for me. No fish. Okay, second one is favorite anime. That's difficult too, because there's quite a few good ones out there. Like, there's like a list of pretty good ones, that I've seen. Little minier ones that were really funny, that I really, really enjoyed. But I would have to say Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite anime. Just because it really tugged on my heartstrings. Like, I cried in certain parts. I like the whole story thing for that. So I'd have to say Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite anime. And probably it'd probably be tied with, I don't know if that's considered anime or just cartoon, but it would be, if it's anime, it'd be tied with Avatar: The Last Airbender, the original one with Aang and Katara and Zuko. That would be tied for first place with that, definitely, if that's considered an anime or not. If it's a cartoon, then, that's my favorite cartoon, even though you didn't ask. There's a bonus answer. I don't know. But anime-wise, Full Metal Alchemist would be tied with Avatar if that's considered an anime. If that's considered a cartoon, then Full Metal Alchemist would be my favorite anime. Okay, are you scared of seeing your or someone else's blood? Not really. I don't think I would be. I work in food and I've helped prep food sometimes, and I know like animal blood probably isn't considered the same as human blood, but like I've had to deal with that before and have it all over my hands and everything else. So no, I'm not scared to see it. I would probably be like scared that the person's gonna die or something maybe, and be upset about that if anything, but I wouldn't be scared to see it or my own blood. Because I've cut myself before and I've seen my own blood and it's just like, this is gonna hurt later. More or less. Okay, and 6 plus 4 is 10. I'm not gonna lie, when I first read that, I thought you were saying 4.6 plus 4 would equal like 8.6 or something, and then I was like, oh, I know, that's the fourth question. I need to be smart. 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, and the next one is from Joseph Stalin Jr. First question is, our first Pokemon game? First Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Yellow, back on the Game Boy Color. And I loved it because you got to have Pikachu follow you, and turn around and talk to it, and it's adorable. So Pokemon Yellow was my first game. I still have it, actually. I still have the cartridge and everything. And that was the first one I had, and I loved it, and it was cute and adorable. And had Pikachu. Who doesn't like Pikachu? Pikaswag. I should have worn my Pikaswag hat, but I didn't. So, shame on me, basically. Okay, what is my biggest fear? I don't know I don't know, it's kind of hard to put a couple of things together, but I guess my biggest fear is probably to be alone, as pathetic as that sounds, to be alone, to have everybody that I care about currently in my life, those I talk to a lot, or family, or friends that I see all the time, like any one of them. If I were to lose anybody, I think that would devastate me the most, and to not have any of them be around and just be completely by myself, I think that would be my biggest fear, is to be completely alone and have none of them around in my life. I'd feel so by myself and so incomplete. I think that's my biggest fear, is to just be alone and not have anybody I care about around me, not have anybody to talk to, or, shoulder to lean on, all that stuff. Like anybody important, like if I didn't have anybody important to me and it was just me, I was by myself and I didn't know anybody or anything like that, and didn't trust anybody, that loneliness and that fear of being completely and utterly alone, even when you're surrounded by other people, but being completely alone, that's my biggest fear. And it's sad, so that would probably be my biggest fear, is to be alone and to feel completely alone from everybody. Okay, last person is Eric Burke. First question, would you be doing an egg lock or a wonder lock? See, I would do a wonder lock, but I do not have a 3DS capture card at this point in time, so I'm not going to be able to do like a wonder lock, because that would be strictly 3DS games. So until I got one, I wouldn't do one yet. But I definitely want to do an egg lock in the future. I think I was talking about that before, that I would want to do an egg lock in the future. It's just deciding the game and figuring out how everything works. And like I said, if I did an egg lock, and if I could have, 10 people send me like 5 eggs each or something, then I would do an egg lock, because that would give me 50 eggs. And that should be alright for the most part. Geez, wow, I can't speak even now. For the most part, that should be enough, and I could still accept more eggs throughout the playthrough. So I'd probably do an egg lock. I really want to do one. And I'm almost thinking about doing maybe like, a monotype egg lock, where you send me only, eggs of water type Pokemon or something along that line. But I definitely want to do an egg lock. And if I get a 3DS capture card in the future, then if you guys want to see a Wonderlock, then, I can try a Wonderlock. But we'll cross that bridge when I come to it, or if we come to it, and everything else like that. Okay, so favorite Pokemon game. I already said that would be Soul Silver / Silver, Gold, Crystal, all those. Because Johto is my favorite region, and mixed with Kanto and all that good stuff. And what I really loved about Soul Silver was the fact that your Pokemon would follow you, just kind of like in Yellow, that we were talking about before. But yeah, it would be Soul Silver. Okay, what are your goals on YouTube? My goals on YouTube are just to have fun and connect with people and make friends and just have a good time. that's the goal, just to have a good time and make new friends and make people happy, and hopefully I somehow entertain you guys. I don't know. That would be a major plus if I entertain you guys. And that would be my goal. Just to make friends, have fun, entertain you guys, and have everybody interact with each other, like support each other and everything else. So that's my goal on YouTube. Okay. How old are you? How old do I look? Okay, I am 20. I will be 21 in exactly 2 months from today. Today is August 8th. My birthday is October 8th. I will be 21 in 8 weeks, more or less. So at this point, I'm just going to say I'm 21 because I am right there. So yeah, that's how old I am. How do you feel about walruses? I think walruses are very cute. I like the big little whisker thing. So I think walruses are super cute. But they don't compete with the seals because the seals, seal. And seals are adorable too. We're not talking about seals, but walruses are super adorable. I think they're cute. I like them. Okay, favorite Pokemon? Vulpix. Favorite Pokemon is Vulpix. Hands down. I've explained why, but Vulpix would be my favorite Pokemon. I think if I had to do like a top 5 favorite Pokemon on the spot right now, it would probably be Vulpix at number 1, Meowth at number 2, Meowth/Persian. I know that's probably surprising, but it just is at this point in time. So there's that. 3 would probably be Espeon. I really like Espeon. My dog is running out the door. I don't know if you can hear it. So many water Pokemon going through my head. It's really hard to pick out of those. Okay, we'll just stick with the top 3 for now, because there's so many water Pokemon to be fighting for other spots. Because like I said, I do like a lot of water Pokemon. Vaporeon, Krabby, Seal, Shelter, Staryu, Starmie. Actually, no, Staryu would probably be one of my top 4 or something would be Staryu. I like Staryu. Corsolas, like I said, just a lot of water Pokemon. Okay, and that would conclude all the questions we had. We had all together, let's see, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26 questions, which is a lot more than I thought I would get. So thank you guys so much for that. And I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A face cam video. And if you did, you can please mash that like button down below, somewhere around this region. Comment on what you thought about my answers, if you agree or disagree, or what's your favorites and all that good stuff. You can please comment that in the section below, right down there. And I do have a Twitter. It is Snow Aylin. So if you guys have a Twitter and you would like to follow me on Twitter, you can go ahead and do so. I usually will have a couple random things up there, but it also will give you a lot of updates on what's going on with the channel, and like if I'm working on something currently, like if you're sitting there like, oh, I wonder if she's even working on the next episode of Pokemon Brown or whatever, then if you're following me on Twitter, most likely I'll say, okay, just got done doing this for Pokemon Brown, it's coming your way. And like any other kind of news I have, like little questions about stuff like, oh, should I use, Maximus the Krabby, or should I use Magikarp the Gyarados or whatever, like random questions that will be thrown there, and it'd be an easy way to interact with me. And if you wanted to actually talk to me personally, that would be a good way as well for you to do that. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you would like to do that. And if you are new to this channel and you like what you see so far and you like me for some reason, the subscribe button should be down there somewhere as well. And you can go ahead and check out all my other stuff. Like I said, I got Sly Cooper completed and a bunch of other random good stuff going on, and more good stuff will be coming your way. And I think that's it, actually. So, I guess this is Snow Aylin saying bye. Have a good day. Be safe. Weekend's coming up. Don't party too hard. I don't know. Just be safe, guys. Love you. Thank you for the questions, and I will see you guys next time.